Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Thank you, Wall Street Journal. You told us who killed Prigozhin. That's fantastic. Why? Because you investigated. Can you tell us who killed JFK? Huh? No? Oh, okay. Not yet? Oh, it was Oswald? Oh, my bad. You see, these guys are finding certain things so fast, so fast. The certain things they never find. And you know what? They're not even interested. Very interesting, don't you think? Well, not interesting because we know who's who and what's what, don't we? So we have here an article coming from Ukrainska Pravda, and they tell us that the Wall Street Journal conducted a thorough investigation on the matter, and we spoke with many people, familiar with the issue, and they told us the person who ordered it, the person who put everything, mastermind everything. Can you believe that? All right, let's go to the article. Ukrainska Pravda, today, Friday, the 22nd December 2023. Putin's right hand Patrushev behind Prigozhin's murder. Wall Street Journal, UPIA, right there. That guy over there. Friends will be friends right till the end. I think I will start making videos just by singing, ringing these things while I'm reading. This guy told this guy, and this guy put everything together. Okay? That's what happened. According to these guys, the assassination of the Wagner Group leader Yevgeny Prigozhin in Moscow was prepared for 2 months. It was approved by Nikolai Patrushev, the Secretary of the Security Council of the Russian Federation. Writes, the Wall Street Journal must be true. It's an American media outlet after all. Free press, man, in the Constitution. They wouldn't lie to us. Source, the Wall Street Journal, citing, now this is what the evidence is. This is their evidence. They cite representatives of Western, trustworthy, and Russian special services and former Kremlin officials. All right? So look, the investigation is right there. That's the evidence. Quote from Wall Street Journal. The assassination of the warlord was 2 months in the making and approved by Russian President Vladimir Putin's oldest ally and confidant, an ex-spy named Nikolai Patrushev, according to Western intelligence officials, and a former Russian intelligence officer. I mean, can you believe this? A former Russian intelligence officer would know. How? Not impossible, but very unlikely. It's like, let's say you work for the government, let's say as an FBI agent, or let's say CIA agent, and you are fired or you don't work anymore, you're retired. Do you think that you still have access to this kind of information within the agency? I think not. Your clearance is blocked. Everything is blocked. You can't do shit. All right? Not even if you know shit. And I don't think that guy knew. Anyway, that's the first one. And then to Western intelligence officials. Not credible. Remember, the same intelligence officials told us about Saddam Hussein having weapons of mass destruction and then destroyed 2 countries and then a third one. No, thank you. No credibility. I personally would like to have him come over here, and I would like to use my finger to go and touch the wound. All right? I will be like Thomas. I will not be like, oh yeah, that happened. No, and we're told, hey, those who haven't seen but believed are better than the ones. Fine, you be those guys. I like to, let me smother. Yeah, it's true. It's him. It's him. That's what I would do. Can you tell? Anyway, the role of Patrushev as the driver of the plan to kill Prigozhin hasn't been previously reported. No shit. Oh Christ. Man, in the beginning of August, as most of Moscow went on vacation, where? 12 million people went where? Or maybe 30 some with all the suburbs. All Moscow. Patrushev in his office, in the dark room, smoke, ladies of the night, some vodka here, and some oj Tony Večer. That song in the over there. you know that song? Yeah, okay, I do. How do I find out? Remember, Fedor Emelianenko used to enter with Oj Tony Večer. To nie wiecie. Anyway, let's move on. Beautiful song. I highly recommend it, but that Fader's variant, like COVID-19 variant. That's that. Putin was later shown the plans and didn't object. He said, Davai, let's go, or whatever. Western intelligence agency said, Western? Which one? Can we find out whether the Western? Several, if you would tell me it was the Mossad, I would believe them most than these guys. I'm just kidding. Several weeks later, following his tour through Africa, Prigozhin was waiting at a Moscow airport while safety inspectors finished a check on the plane. Put it over there. It was during this delay that a small bomb was placed under the wing, said Western intelligence officials. The Wall Street. Nah, I don't remember that plane having an explosion. I personally. There's the video, but maybe. Details. The Wall Street Journal revealed new details about Prigozhin's mutiny. Okay, they make stories. I don't believe them. Screw them. So I'm not going to go to this one. It says, a few hours after the incident, a European involved in gathering intelligence and maintaining a secret communication channel with the Kremlin upon seeing the news of the crash asked a local official about what had happened. And I'm quoting, he had to be removed, as the Kremlin official reported without hesitation. So that's your evidence? So these guys contacted an official. They don't tell us what the official is. Pushes some papers, gets some papers, courier, makes some phone connections, answers some phones. They don't tell you what kind of official. He had to be removed. I mean, even Biden and these guys says, yeah, they did it. Is that the evidence? That's a gut feeling. Do I think he was removed? Yeah, I think so. I think so. Do I have the evidence? No. Do I engage in conspiracy theories by saying that? What do you think? If these guys claim that, the evidence is he who unnamed said this is U.S. intelligence, Western, my bad. Probably it was not American, that's why they say Western. All right, that's the first one. All right, it says, the Wall Street Journal says that Patrushev had long warned Putin that Moscow's dependence on Wagner in Ukraine gave Prigozhin extensive political... these guys are building an article based on a investigation probably that some people did with the evidence, like remember Russia dossier against Trump, remember that one? Just look into that one, how those guys, what kind of evidence and from whom they got the evidence to do what they did to Trump, the Russia dossier and collusion. That's the same thing as here, right? I don't trust these guys. Please, my friends, but you can. It's a free world, you can do that. So again, and now from that thing, that investigation, they tell us all kind of, no, don't give me that garbage. No. It's not that I don't believe. As I said, I'm more inclined to think that the Russians, someone in that apparatus got him down. Not the Westerners or anything like that, or some of his enemies, internal enemies, which could be people not related to Putin. You think that Putin said, I'm going to protect you? He said, I'm not going to hurt you. But it doesn't mean that I will stop anybody else who wants. I'm not your protector. That's why people say, well, you should trust an idiot. I can't remember who that idiot was. A British official or a German official or a French. I don't know exactly who said, well, we should trust Putin as ask Prigozhin. Biden was that one? Or an American was? He said, ask Prigozhin about trusting Putin or something like this. Putin did not say, I'm going to protect you. Putin said, I would not do it to you. Do you know that he did it? Even these guys say that he didn't do it, but that guy did it. Now, if you trust them, I don't. Anyway, let's go back to, that's why I'm not going to read further here, this garbage here, because they make a lot of things out of something like someone said, an official said, and all that. I'm going to go to Ukrainska Pravda, the Kremlin's response to that. So we have here this gentleman, I don't think he's a gentleman, but anyway, he's a man, and he, he's funny looking, I gotta tell you that. He says that he answers the claims that Putin's right hand was behind Prigozhin murder. So let's see what he says, right? And we got all that, and Dmitry Peskov, this is the Kremlin's spokesperson. No, he's a man. He got balls and cock and DNA and all those Y and X and the chromosomes and so on. Peskov refrained, or only one, which one? Maybe he identifies. Peskov refrained from commenting on the Wall Street Journal article on Prigozhin's death, but hinted that the media outlet was fond of fiction. We have seen, and I'm quoting, we have seen this article, but would not like to comment on it. It is hardly possible to comment on such an article. Unfortunately, the Wall Street Journal likes to produce pulp fiction. Well, this is a thing that is in among children, infantile population, and certain groups or group where they like to talk a lot, like I do right here. Without a purpose, though. They like to, talk about things and about people. So they like to talk about very small issues. And adults and some groups in a population don't like that. That's below them. That's how we show maturity. That's something trivial. So I think that not that Peskov necessarily is an adult, or I consider him a very, no, I don't consider him that way. But he say, you know what, this thing is beneath us. Should it be? Well, I just told you, unnamed, former official, PPP, Western, none of these guys are credible in my books. I need a name, I need more than that, I don't need, someone, we know here, we don't know. When you prove it, there's aliens over there. No, we don't. There's a over there. Okay, yeah, that's him. All right, my friends. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Thank you, Wall Street Journal. Now we know. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. My God.